Good afternoon, Vanilla. Today we are going to discuss about the problems on DC fed at one end, that is uniformly loaded. Okay, in the previous class, we are discussing about the derivation for that DC distribution fed at one end for uniformly loaded. Okay, now in present class, we are solving the some problems that will be related to DC distribution fed at one end for uniformly loaded, and also DC distribution fed at both ends, and also we derive the equations for the DC distribution fed at both ends. Okay, first problem and DC distribution fed at one end, that is the concentrated loading. Okay, first problem, a uniformly distributed load on a distributor of length 500 meters. Okay, the length is the 500 meters is rated at 1 ampere. That means the loading current I is equal to the 1 ampere per meter. Okay, the distributor is fed from one end at 220 volts. Okay, the distributor is fed from one end at 220 volts. That means that this is the DC distribution fed at one end, that is the VA. Okay, that is VA. Okay, at voltage is 220 volts. Okay, VA is equal to 220 volts. Okay, this is the uniformly loading distributor, that is total loads are the uniformly distribution, that is I. Okay, this is the I and this is the I and this is the I. Okay, these are the uniform loadings that will be distribution fed at uniformly loadings diagram. Okay, determine the voltage drop at a distance of 400 meters from the feeding point. Okay, this is the distance x meters. Okay, this is the distance x meters. That distance x is equal to the 400 meters. Okay, the distance x is equal to the 400 meters. Okay, determine the voltage drop. Okay, determine the voltage drop at a distance of x meters, that is 400 meters from the feeding point. Feeding point is, this is the feeding point. At the feeding point 400 meters distance, what is the voltage drop? Okay, that will be calculated. Okay, and also we are assuming the resistance is 2 into 10 power minus 5 ohm per meter. Okay, therefore R is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 5 ohm, and current is the 1 ampere, and length L is equal to 500 meters. Okay, the distance at a point that will from the feeding point, that is x is equal to 400 meters. 400 meters. Okay, the voltage drop at a distance of 400 meters from the feeding point. Okay, the formula for that voltage drop at a point x meters is that is equal to IR into LX minus x square by 2. Okay, that is equal to IR into LX minus x square by 2. Okay, where I is the current loading and R is the resistance and L is the length of that distributor and X is the distance from a point from the feeding point. Okay, distance from the feeding point. Okay, then substitute all these values in this formula. Then we are substituting all the values in this formula. Then I is equal to 1 ampere and R is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 5 and L is the 500 and X is the 400. Okay, the X equal to 400 minus X square means 400 into 400 by 2. Okay, then it is 2.4 volts. Okay, this is the formula for that voltage drop at a distance of 400 meters from the feeding point. That is IR into Lx minus x square by 2. Okay, that is IR into Lx minus x square by 2. Okay, understand ma? Next, coming to the second problem. Coming to the second problem. A 250 meters 3-wire distributor fed from one end loaded uniformly at a rate of 1.6 amperes per meter. Okay, a 250 meters 3-wire distributor fed from one end loaded uniformly at a rated of 1.6 amperes. That means I is equal to 1.6 amperes. I is equal to 1.6 amperes per meter. Okay, the resistance of each conductor. Okay, this is the resistance of each conductor. Next, find the voltage necessary at the feeding point to maintain 250 volts. Okay, next find the voltage. Find the voltage that will be necessary at a feeding point to maintain the 250 volts. That is at far end, at midpoint of the distributor, at far end and the at midpoint of the distributor. Okay, first of all, what is the current? I is equal to 1.6 ampere per meter. I is equal to 1.6 ampere per meter. Okay, next, the resistance of each conductor, that is R. Okay, the resistance of each conductor R is equal to 0.002 ohm per meter. 0.002 ohm per meter. The length of this feeder, that is L, that is the length, that is 250 meters. The length of this feeder is that 250 meters. Okay, this is the length of that distributor L. Okay, next, the necessary voltage at the feeding point equal to voltage at far end. Okay, the voltage at a point to maintain, that is the 250 volts, plus voltage drop in the feeder. Okay, voltage drop in the feeder formula. The formula for that voltage drop in the feeder is the IRL square by 2. Okay, is the IRL square by 2. Okay, therefore 250 plus I. What is the I? 250 plus 1.6 into R. What is the R? 0.0004 into L square. What is that L? 250 square. 250 square by 2. By 2. Okay, 1.6 into 0.004 into 250 square by 2. This is the IR L square by 2, where I is the current loading and R is the resistance, L is the length of the feeder. Okay, L is the length of the feeder. That is the first bit. Next, what is the second bit at midpoint of the distributor? What is the second bit at midpoint of the distributor? Okay, this is the 270 volts. And second bit is the at midpoint of that distributor. That is the necessary voltage at the midpoint of that distributor. Okay, that means taking that distributor or the feeder line. Okay, this is the distribution feed at one end at the concentrated loading, that is VA. Okay, this is the uniform loading at a point x meters from that distance. Therefore, x is equal to 125 meters. Therefore, x is equal to 125 meters from the feeding point. Okay, then x is equal to 125 meters. Okay, and then the necessary voltage, that is equal to 250 plus IR into Lx minus x square by 2. Okay, this is the formula for that voltage at the midpoint of a distributor. Therefore, I is the current loading, R is the resistance, and L is the total length of that distributor, and X is the distance from the feeding point. Okay, substitute all these values in this formula, and then we obtain the second bit, that is the necessary voltage at a midpoint of that distributor is the 265 volts. The necessary voltage at the midpoint of the distributor is the 260 volts. 065 volts. These are the various problems that will be related to the distribution fed at the one end for uniformly distribution load. Okay, this is the distribution fed at one end for uniformly distribution load. Okay, next coming to the derivation, that is the DC distribution fed at both ends. Okay, DC distribution fed at both ends. Okay, in the previous classes we are discussing about the DC distribution fed at one end for concentrated and the uniform loadings. Okay, similarly, we can derive the DC distribution fed at both ends for concentrated and uniform loadings. Okay, we can derive the DC distribution fed at one end, both ends for concentrated loadings and the uniform loadings. First, coming to the concentrated loadings. Okay, first coming to the concentrated loadings. In that concentrated loadings, we are having the two parts. The why? Because it will be two parts means that this is the DC distribution fed at both ends. That means we are giving the inputs at the both ends. Okay, that means we are giving the inputs at the both ends. Okay, this is the DC distributor. This distributor is fed at two ends. Okay, this is the at point A and this is the at point B. Okay, this is the VA and this is the VB. This is the distribution fed at both ends. Okay, in that we are having the two voltages that will be input voltages. Okay, these voltages are one time equal and other time is unequal. Okay, then it will be divided into two considerations, that is DC distribution fed from both ends at equal. Okay, that is DC distributor fed from both ends at equal. Okay, that means VA is equal to VB. Equal voltages means the both ends feeding voltages will be equal to same. Both feeding voltages will be equal to same. That is VA is equal to the VB. Okay, therefore DC distribution fed from both ends at equal voltages. That is, consider a distributor AB fed from the both ends, AB fed from the both ends at equal voltages. Say V volts, and the concentrated loads are I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5 are supplied at points C, D, E, F and G respectively. Okay, concentrated loadings means that we are having the different load currents. Okay, that is we are having the different load currents, that is C, D, E, F and G. Okay, that load currents are the I1, okay, that load currents are the I1, I2, I3, I4 and span I5. Okay, these are the various load points, that is C, D, E, F, G. And this is the sending end points, that is the A and the B point. These are the feeding points A and the B. The loading points are the C, D, E, F, G. Okay, and the loading currents are the I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5 are supplied at a point C, D, E, F, G respectively as shown in figure. Okay, the following points are noted and denoted as. Okay, understand ma? This is the concentrated loadings. Okay, as we move away from the feeding point A, okay, this is the feeding point A and this is the feeding point B. Okay, as we are moving from the feeding point A to B, the loading voltages are goes on decreasing. When we are moving feeding point A to B, the loading points are also goes on decreasing, reaches the minimum value at some load, and it will be reaches the minimum value at some load point, say that is the E point. Okay, suppose at that point the voltages are minimum, then starts and then increases and then starts increases and becomes V volts okay, we reach the other feeding point. Why? Because it will be increasing after that point, means that we are feeding at the B side also. Okay, we are feeding at the B point also. Okay, the point of minimum voltage is never fixed. Okay, the point of this minimum voltage is never fixed. Okay, it always shifted. Suppose the point at the minimum voltage is, suppose we are obtaining the F point in one time, we are obtaining the E point at the another time. Okay, this will be always shifted. Okay, with the variations of the load on the distribution, with the variations of the load on the distributions. Okay, next coming to the second point, all the currents are tapped off between the points A and point of minimum potential difference are supplied from the feeding point A. Okay, these are the point of minimum potentials. Okay, where as the currents are tapped off between the feeding points B and points of minimum potential are supplied from this point B. Okay, therefore the currents are tapped at a point of minimum potential. Difference is supplied partially by feeding point A and partially by feeding point B. Okay, the sum of the currents fed from the feeding point A to B is the say equal. Next, suppose that will be equal to the IA plus IB is equal to IA plus IB is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 plus I5. Okay, these are the feeding currents. Okay, this is the feeding points. Okay, loading points, and these are the feeding points. Therefore, the voltage drop from the feeding point A to the point of minimum potential is difference. Okay, of equal. Okay, this is the first condition, that is the DC distribution fed at both ends for equal voltages. Okay, next we are calculating the DC distribution fed from the both ends with unequal voltages. Okay, next we are calculating the DC distribution fed from both ends with unequal voltages. Okay, consider a distributor AB fed at unequal voltages. Say end A at voltage of VA volts and end B at voltage of VB volts. Okay, in order to determine the point of minimum potential, assume that currents of IA amperes. Assume the currents of IA amperes is supplied from the feeding point A. Okay, it is supplied from that feeding point A. That is the current at section AC, CD, CD, DE, EF, FG and GB are the, we are writing the diagram also. Okay, this is the DC distribution fed at both ends. for equal voltages. This is the feeding voltage at A point, VA, and this is the feeding voltage at B point. Okay, this is the point A. And this is the point B. Okay, voltages are equal. What is the condition? That is, in this condition, VA is equal to the VB. Okay, that means VA is equal to the VB. Then the points are C, D, E, F, G. Okay, these are the various loading points. Okay, that loading points are I1, I2, I3, I4, I5. Various loading points. Okay, what is the current at this IA? Okay, therefore, IA minus I1 at this condition, the currents are IA minus I1, IA minus I1 minus I2, IA minus I1 minus I2, IA minus I1 minus I2 minus I3. Okay, like that, the currents at various sections. Okay, first of all, in AC section, A to C section, what is the current? IA. Next, in C to D section, what is the current? IA minus I1. Next, in D to E section, what is the current? IA minus I1 minus I2. Next, E to F section, what is the current? E to F. Okay, this is the E to F section. How many currents are dropped? 3 currents. Okay, that's why we are taken as IA minus, I1 minus, I2 minus, I3. Okay, next in FG section. Okay, this is the FG section. How many currents are dropped? I1 current, I2 current, I3 current, and I4 current. Okay, that's why we are subtracting that I4 currents. Okay, IA minus up to I4. I1 minus, I2 minus, I3 minus, I4. Next, coming to the GB section. Okay, this is the GB section. How many currents are dropped? 5 currents. That is I1 current, I2 current, I3 current, I4 current, and I5 current. Okay, then IA minus, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5. Okay, respectively. And the voltage drops are, what is the formula for that voltage drop? V is equal to I into R. Okay, what is the formula for that voltage drops? Okay, what is the voltage drop? I into R. Okay, therefore IA into RAC plus in CD section, what is the voltage drop? VCD. What is the voltage drop? That is VCD is equal to ICD into RCD. Okay, VCD is equal to the ICD into RCD. Okay, next, what is the voltage drop? Our next section, FEF section. VEF or VDE equal to IDE into RDE. VEF equal to IEF into REF. VFG equal to IFG into RFG. VGB equal to IGB into RGB. Okay, like that. We are substituting that current values. Okay, these are the various section currents that will be substituted in this equation. That is IA minus IB. Okay, that is IA minus IB. Okay, then you can written as IA minus IB equal to this formula. Okay, like that we will calculate the voltage drops for distribution fed at both ends for equal voltage concentrated loads for equal voltages and also the unequal voltages. Okay, understand ma? When we are solving the problem, okay, that will be easily understand. Okay, from the above equation, the values of unknown currents IA can be determined. Okay, the other quantities being known in case both the voltages are being VA minus VB. Okay, if the both the voltages are equal, then put equal to 0. Okay, if the both the voltages are not equal to 0, there we will obtain the some voltage. Okay, next coming to the problem, that is the distribution fed at both ends. Okay, this is the distribution fed at both ends. A two-wire distributor AG 1200 meters long is fed at 250 volts. Loads of 80, 70, 100, 90 and 60 amperes are lapped from the point B, C, D, E, F. Okay, whose distances from A are 100, 250, 600, 800 and 1100 meters respectively. Okay, the voltages at G is 210 volts. Find the resistance per meter. Okay, the length of this distributor is the 1200 meters. Okay, this is the AG distributor. Okay, what is the name for that distributor? That is A and G. Okay, what are the loading points are there? B. Okay, the loading points are the B, C, D, E and F are the loading points whose distances are 100 meters, 100 minus 250 meters, 100 minus 250, that is 150 meters. Next, 250 minus 600, 250 minus 600. Next, 600 minus 800. Next, 800 minus 1100. Okay, 800 minus 1100. Okay, this is the distance between the F, U to F. Okay, how much distance is there? 100 plus 150, 250. 250 plus 350, 550. 550 plus 200, 750. 750 plus 300. Okay, 1100. Okay, then how much distance will be remaining? The total length of that distributor is the 1200. Then We are obtaining the 1100 meters from the point F to Z. Okay, the remaining length is the 100 meters. Okay, that is the F point to G point. Okay, that is F to G. Okay, then we calculate the voltage drops. Okay, then we calculate the voltage drops by using that formula. Okay, these are the various loading points. Next. Okay, first of all, we calculate the resistance at each section. Okay, first we are calculating the resistance at each section. Okay, how many sections are there? AB section, BC section, CD section, DE section, EF section, and FG sections. Okay, first of all, we calculate that each and every section resistance, that is RAB, RBC, RCD, RDE, REF. Okay, what is that resistance RAB equal to? In that question also, let the resistance per 100 meters of a distance of length. Okay, that's why we are taking as the 100 meters by, what is the distance between A to B? 100. Okay, that's why 100 by 100 into the resistance is R. Okay, 100 meters resistance ki distance ki resistance enta ante R. Okay, therefore 100 by 100 into R. Next 100 by 150 into R. Next 100 by 350 into R. Next 100 by 200 into R. Next 100 by 300 into R. Next 100 by 100 into R. Okay, this is the total resistance at each and every section in terms of R. Okay, in terms of R. Okay, next we calculate the current distribution in various sections. Okay, what is the currents and voltage drops? Okay, and voltage drops. Okay, therefore first of all we calculate that currents and then we calculate the voltage drops. Okay, what is the formula for that section AB? IAB equal to IA minus, okay, AB section, what is that current? That is 400 amperes. Okay, the currents whose distances from A, okay, the currents are will be represented like this in the given figure, that is 400 amperes. Okay, 320 amperes, 250 amperes, 150 amperes, 60 amperes. Okay, these are the currents at various sections that will be already given in the question. Okay, then substitute that currents. Okay, the voltage drop at this is distributor. Okay, how many sections are there? We are having the AB section. Therefore, voltage drop equal to VAB plus, okay, therefore the total voltage drop is V is equal to the, that means VAG. Okay, this is the voltage drop across the feeder. Therefore, VAG is equal to VAB plus BBC plus VCD plus VDE plus VEF plus VFG. VEF plus VFG. Okay, and then substitute. What is the formula for that VAB? VAB equal to IAB into RAB. IAB into RAB. What is the current at AB section? That is 400 amperes. Okay, substitute this 400 into RAB. Okay, what is that resistance? That is, we are calculating, that will be calculated. RAB is the R ohms. Okay, then substitute RAB equal to R. Okay, similarly, we are calculating VBC value, VCD value, VDE value, VEF and VFG. Okay, like that, we are calculating these voltage drops at various sections. Okay, like that, we are calculating that voltages. Okay, next, we are calculating the voltage drop in the feeder. Voltage drop in the feeder. V is equal to VA minus VG. VA minus VG. Okay. At A point, we are giving the 250 volts. At B point, G point, we are giving the 210 volts. Okay. Then subtract these voltages. Then we are obtaining 40 volts. Therefore, 235 R is equal to 40. 235 R equal to 40. Okay. Then we calculate the resistance per 100 meters length of a distributor. Per 100 length of a distributor by 100. Okay, by 100. Okay, this is the resistance per meter. This is the calculation for that DC distribution fed at both ends for unequal voltages. Okay, in the next class, we are solving the problem that will be related to DC distribution fed at both ends for equal voltages. For equal voltages. Okay, understand, ma? And this is the derivation for that DC distribution fed at both ends.